Traders in the building, welcome back to another weekly analysis video. Today I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. And as you can see, I'm currently bullish on this market, and to explain why, it's simply because we are in a bullish trend. I say this because we keep making higher highs. This is so obvious to see higher highs and we keep making higher lows. Another obvious reason is that we are currently above a level of sensitivity. We are currently above a support. You notice previously it was a resistance, a clean resistance over there, and price broke that resistance, came back, and ever since we couldn't break this particular support over here. And as you can see, the market now is going up. So how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside and potentially, because this is where I believe that the market is going to go up at least until this high. So how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside? It's easy. Go to a smaller time frame, the one that you prefer. I will advise you to start with the daily time frame and look for structure. Structure is anything that is suggesting that the market is about to go bullish. So you look for something, either it's a pattern of your choice or whatever it is. So as you can see, currently the market is bullish, and we just recently broke above this level of sensitivity over here. This was an area that I was looking for last week, and we just broke it, as you can see. So the market now broke it, and it came to retest, and it failed to break below this area. If you notice over here, it gave us that wick. Remember, this is a daily time frame, so on Friday we couldn't break this area. We did come and touch it, but we couldn't break. So my anticipation is that this market is going to continue going up at least until we reach this high over here. Because this is overall what I'm looking for. But it can happen over a span of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, even a year. It depends. But this is what I'm looking for in the dollar index. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I'm bullish. You should be bullish. And yeah, man. Let's move on to another pair of the day. This is gold. Let's go on to gold. Start with the monthly time frame. So I'm bearish on this particular market, and I'll explain why. So I've been bearish on this particular one for like 3 months straight, I think 4. I'm not so quite sure. The reason why I'm bearish is simply because you notice how we have a resisting trend line over there. This has been the trend line that the market has rejected from, right? It's clean to see. Another reason is we do have a level of sensitivity over here. We do have a zone that the market is currently rejecting from. Every time it gets there, it drops, it gets there, it drops, and we did get there. And as you can see, this is the reason why currently we are dropping, and I'm anticipating that the same thing is going to happen. The market can come at least up to this particular supporting trend line, or it can come to this let me clean the chart. It can come to this particular low over here before we can see something else, either a rejection or a continuation, depending on where the market is going. But how can you take advantage of this move going to the downside? Go to the daily time frame or the time frame that you prefer. Again, look for structure or anything suggesting that the market is about to drop, right? And as you can see recently, the market last week, man, it was very, very bearish. It broke all the structure over here. So my best anticipation is that this market is going to come back to retest, because that's what it usually does. The market never just goes one direction. It goes up and comes back down, goes up, comes back down, goes down, or comes back up. It's like that zigzag pattern. So I'm expecting that the market is going to go back here, and then this is where I'd love to see those sales coming in. However, as you can see, man, this market is currently very, there's very high volume of bears in the market. It could just continue dropping, and if it does continue dropping, we're just going to wait for the market to get to this point, and from this point we're going to observe what price is doing. If price is showing to reject this area, we can look for buyers back to this high over here. But if price is showing to break this area on the retest, this is where we want to sell. And I did trade this market last week. If you didn't trade this market, let me show you how I did it. Just a quick one. Okay, as you can see, that was the trade over there. So this trade, I ended up losing it. As you can see over here, I ended up losing it. This was on a Friday. I was looking at this particular area as support, and the market came back to retest over there as a resistance. I took that entry and it went into profits. I then thought that the market was going to continue going down, and then it went back up to take those highs over there, as you can see, and then that's when the market dropped over there. So that was my loss. But then I did take a trade on Monday. No, it was on a Tuesday, I believe. This was the area over here. So on Monday, when price opened, it was somewhere, I believe it was somewhere around these areas. I don't remember. Then price broke, because I was expecting, I had something like this. I had a zone over here, and I was expecting that I was going to sell either here, or if price can break this low over here on the retest, I would sell. And then it didn't do none of those. It just came in and broke. So on a Tuesday, I was like, okay, if price can break this low over here on the retest, I would love to sell. And then it gave me exactly that. And on this area, this is where I took that sell, as you can see. And yeah, man, I ended up making money from that trade. But that's all I have for the pair that is for gold. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I am bearish on this pair. You should be bearish on this pair. Moving on to US30. So on this particular market, I was skeptical last week, but now I'm bearish, and I'll explain why. So as you can see, okay, let me zoom out like this so that you can see the whole chart. Okay, So I was expecting that this market was gonna go from there to reach that high, but as you can see, it didn't reach that high, but already we are getting that rejection. And if you go to a smaller time frame, this rejection has just recently broke all structures, confirming that the market was going up, and now it is suggesting to us that we should be looking for sales more than anything. And as you can see, the first confirmation, we just broke this trend line. Very, very obvious. First touch, second touch over here, third touch over there, and then we just broke that trend line. That's the first signal that the market is going bearish. So where can I potentially expect the market to continue selling? I'm expecting the market to retest this area over here before it can sell, because that's what I like to do. I like to sell high, obviously, and buy low like anyone else does. So if you are trading this market, wait for the market to give you that rejection and come back for the retest, and then on the retest, this is where you can take that sell potentially to this low. And if we reach this low and you see that the market is rejecting this area, you can look for buyers. But if it breaks below, retest again, you continue selling this market to this new low. That's all I have for US30. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to the last instrument of the day. I'm bullish on this one. Let's go to the monthly time frame. As you can see, the trend is bullish. This is Nasdaq. The trend is bullish. US100, otherwise known. The trend is bullish, and I was expecting that because we come from this low, I was expecting that the market was gonna go up until this high, because that's what it usually does. Market moves from structure to structure. It will move from a support to a resistance, from a resistance to a support. That's what it usually does. But as you can see, we didn't get that market push until that resistance over there, and then the market started to reject from that area on, right? However, if you go to a smaller time frame, you will notice that, okay, as much as we seem to be rejecting that area, we haven't really rejected it completely. As you can see, I do have an area of sensitivity over here. This is where the market supported from, and this is where the market is currently supporting from. I do believe, however, that the market could end up breaking this low over here, but if it does break that low on the retest, then it means our perspective will change, and then we will start looking for sales. But for now, because we are still above that area, we should continue looking for buys, at least until we can go back to this high, and then from that high, that's where you can look for sales. However, I do encourage everyone trading this particular market, don't look at it from the daily time frame. You can look at it from the daily time frame just to get the overall perspective of the market. Otherwise, for entries, always go to your 15 minutes time frame. It's easier to catch moves over here. You would see that this is an area where the market is currently, it was ranging, broke that range, and then that was going to suggest to you that the market is bullish. So I think even now, you can just highlight your market, your areas of interest on this particular time frame, and then you can trade it as such. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, comment down below something nice, and yeah, man, let's see you in another video next week, same time, same place. Love you guys. Thank you.